Hello, and welcome to another Tristan Has Thoughts Destiny 2 discussion. Today, I wanted to create a follow-up video to the Strand Titan video I put out yesterday. I greatly appreciate all the comments and support that video has gotten so far, and I'm glad to see people generally being respectful in their conversations in the comment section. As always, I aim to foster healthy discussions that provide feedback for the developers so they can improve the game that I know we all love. Today, I just want to take a little bit of time to address some of the replies I've seen, not necessarily to my video per se, but replies I've seen in general on Twitter and in other online spaces. As usual, if you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to subscribe as I upload daily content just like this. The first topic I've seen brought up a lot is, you just want it to be overpowered, or Titan is already the best class, it's so strong. I think first off, these are just generally bad faith arguments that are a little more than bait. I think most people, myself included, are not asking for the subclass to be broken. The power of the subclass is less important to me than it feeling unique. Supers are an important capstone to a subclass, and a lot of players want to see something more unique with Strand Titan. I don't think most reasonable players want every other class to be weak or feel worse just so Titan or whatever class they play can be overpowered. Like I said, I generally feel posts like these are just bait, and their goal is just to get people to reply and get upset, but I've seen so many of them that I wanted to address it. The next argument I see a lot is about class fantasy. While I completely understand the desire to maintain the class fantasy of Titan, being a melee-based class does not necessarily mean you must always be punching. I think a lot of people would have loved to see some sort of strand weapon for Titan, perhaps some sort of axe similar to Saladin, or something akin to a Buster Sword, as I saw recommended on Twitter. I understand how some might find it odd to suddenly have something like Green Chaos reach on Titan, but I personally feel that Darkness subclasses were the perfect place to test new fantasies. Lore-wise, Strand is an undiscovered power our Guardian wields and shapes, so I think we could have some wiggle room for innovation here. I see this go hand in hand with people saying that Titan is a pseudo-tank role class. While I understand that some people may vibe with the class fantasy, I struggle to personally. Destiny has never been a game where tanking has ever really been a mechanic in any sense. When you think traditional MMO tank, almost none of those attributes carry over to Destiny's gameplay. Although I understand the desire for a role like that to be in our game, it's not something that our style of gameplay can support at the moment. Lastly, I see a lot of who cares or why does it matter? At the end of the day, I'm still going to play and enjoy Lifefall. Just because you think it's unimportant doesn't mean that others do as well. Although not everyone may agree with me, it's important to foster healthy discussions and criticism. If enough people do agree with me, this is the best way we have to change the trajectory of future content while also remaining respectful. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. We are naturally opinionated beings, and as long as we can voice those thoughts in a healthy way, I see no issue with a little discourse. Feel free to let me know your thoughts below. As always, be sure to remain respectful in the comment section, and I would love to discuss this with you all. If you enjoy this kind of content, a subscription is greatly appreciated. And remember, for each like this video gets, a capybara gets a big scritch.